Right. Well, here we are.
Yeah.
First one of these. Bros Bad Gaming, I think.
BBG.
BBG. Hopefully it's not a term that's used in the porn industry or anything like that.
Oh, God, that would be a bad one. I hadn't considered that.
That would be bad. Well, I like to imagine that...
Or just need you to do anal and a BBG. Oh, I'll do anal, but I won't do a BBG.
Yeah, you see, it's a bit worrying when it's like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I like to imagine that where we are now is we're in a nice sort of quiet, cosy tavern on the roadside. You know, we're adventurers stop off. And, yeah.
Oh, dear.
So we're Bros Bad Gaming. It's all about stories about your horror in tabletop gaming over the years, and we're going to start with one from a little more recent time. Last couple of years, this one happened.
Yeah.
So just for context, this one is in the Pathfinder version 1 setting, isn't it?
Yeah, so I played Pathfinder first edition. I'm not that into the second edition
No,
stuff.
not that into it now.
But I use we also play on their world. Galarian?
Galarian.
Galarian?
I think it's Galarian, yeah.
Right.
I'm sure there's lots of pronunciations.
Yeah, probably. Usually is. So the basic setup is hired by the local authorities to look into a spate of attacks against small communities along a river that's also used as a major...
Okay, right. So it's a
like
major
hub,
economic artery.
Hub for moving certain resources that are produced further away.
Okay.
And there's a city at one end and a town, I believe, that produces lumber and other stuff at the other.
Okay.
And so there's a bunch of little hamlets and so forth along the river.
And so, obviously, this is a fantasy setting with Pathfinder. For anyone who doesn't know, your character is
I'm a half elf.
You're a half elf.
And for my own amusement, nobody else's. I'm playing a multi-class, so I'm a wizard cleric, and that's turning out as well as you can imagine.
Okay.
As in badly.
And the rest, because these are one-on-one sessions that you're doing with. I
have a party of NPCs that count as the rest of the party.
Yeah, and the person who we will, for their own protection, just in case. So we don't want them to get mobbed and attacked on the street.
No, we don't want them attacked on the street.
We won't be naming who was the one running this bad gaming session.
Yeah, we won't say it's not Simon's friend.
It's not Simon's friend now.
Okay,
well,
so...
Anyway.
Okay, so... That's the setup. Someone's attacked 2 hamlets and apparently raided and burnt them down. Why is this happening? Head off, find the culprits, deal with it.
Pretty straightforward set of objectives.
Yeah. They've paid for a ticket for my group to travel on a riverboat to take us to the area.
Okay.
And investigate, come back, they'll pay us 1,000 gold. And there we go.
Is 1,000 gold a lot split between you and your party members?
It's 200 each.
So it's not a huge amount in the grand scheme of things.
Not really.
You're mainly doing this for the experience at this point.
Yeah, but in a roundabout way, that's kind of the main meat of most players is to get XP to level up, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
I mean, the money's good because you can get better gear.
Well, yeah, but because they're split between you and your NPC.
Though you hope there may be some gear to get during.
Well, yeah, loot. I mean, because there's bad guys.
Yeah,
as you said, they're looting, they're burning hamlets and villages, they're ruining the local economy.
Yeah. So off we go. We get on the boat. We travel along the river for many hours, and arrive at another small hamlet.
Okay.
This is apparently where we've been. Booked to travel to, or this is how far we've
This is where your ticket goes to. Okay.
Yeah, they stamped my ticket. So,
okay, yeah. Got on board with the boat conductor.
Yeah.
Tickets,
stamp
please.
your ticket!
I
want to stamp your ticket.
Can I stamp your ticket, sir, and/or madam? I won't judge in this day and age.
And so we get off at this hamlet.
Okay.
We arrive. We haven't got our horses because the riverboats are a bit smaller, so we're on foot.
Right, okay, so you're humping it.
Yeah. So we arrive at this little hamlet, and off goes the boat. So I try and find any kind of local authority at this hamlet that can give us some info about what's going on.
Right.
I find out that the closest to that is the owner of the local mill. It's a pretty small place, so...
It's a hamlet, yeah.
There's like 10 houses here.
Yeah.
There's a tiny little shrine type thing, so not even a real temple, just a little kind of a shrine to
whatever the local deity is. Yeah,
or deities.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I mean,
so-
it's cottage industry.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, and there's a few farmsteads nearby, but basically the owner of this small water-powered mill.
Yeah.
So we go over there. Hey, we've been sent from the authorities from the city to find out about these attacks that have been going on. It must be pretty frightening for you. Your place could be next on the list.
Yeah.
To which the owner of the mill tells us this is the first he's heard of it and knows nothing about any attacks against...
Wait, but news has travelled from all the way, like, say, from the north, all the way down to the town,
city that we're based in.
And
yes.
this bumpkin apparently doesn't know anything.
He knows nothing about it. He's the wealthiest man in the hamlet.
Oh yeah, the 10 houses. Yeah,
of the 10 houses, he's got
he's got 2 cows.
Well, he's got like I said, he's got a mill.
He's got a mill.
He's got a mill. He gets all of the local
grain
and he turns it into flour.
Yeah.
And some of it's for the locals. The rest of it he sells on the boats that travel back towards the city, or maybe to the other hamlets.
Okay.
That he apparently knows nothing about.
Okay.
However.
Okay.
Ladies and germs. However, someone's been damaging his mill wheel.
You just can't have a quiet life, can you?
Yeah, it's a tiny little spot, but someone's fucking up his wheel.
Okay.
On his
watermill has been
watermill is a vital component because it produces flour for everyone in the area.
Yeah.
Bread and so forth. Yeah. So, thy daily bread. So, he says, look, I can't help you with that, but if you could help me out, I can put a little bit of gold your way.
Okay.
And some resources for you travelling along the road to get to where you need to go to. Which has me confused because I'm like, I thought I'm getting dropped off at the suitable location to learn what's going on.
Yeah.
Apparently, I now learn I've been dropped off at some random place.
Random.
And I'm now going to have to travel a road.
Yeah.
To get to where the riverboat could have taken me.
Okay. Yeah.
So, not. I'm a little confused. Okay, yeah.
But you've got a side quest.
But I've got a side quest.
Got a side quest.
Okay, let's find out who and why someone is damaging the is it jealousy because he's the wealthiest man?
Yeah.
Has he been using his wealth to act a bit of a shit and cause trouble? Is he kind of responsible for what's going on?
Yeah.
To himself, I mean, not the larger mission.
Community, yeah.
And so I start moving around my party. We're using our skills to question people and see if we've heard any rumours of anything going on, or has anyone been acting strangely, or maybe is this a setup to an attack or something? Maybe they would, if they seen any other strangers in the area acting.
Yeah.
So we spend hours.
Creatures, it's a fantasy world, yeah.
We spend hours moving around, talking to the locals. They've got like a kind of primitive tavern.
Okay.
Because it's a tiny place, but even in a small place like this, the tavern is like your centralised area people go to drink and have a bit of food and just sort of, talk, like the local, what's going on.
Yeah.
The farmers might go there and get a bit of booze. And
get a few travellers up and down the road, yeah.
So this is obviously going to be the place. So in the evening, we go there,
right,
thinking, well, there's going to be some gossip.
There's got to be intel.
There's got to be some intel. We even talked to the innkeeper. Also, we think this will be where we find out about what's going on with these attacks. That's going to lead us to the next thing.
Yeah, because news must have travelled.
Yeah. Okay. News has not travelled. No one knows anything. It's literally, excuse me, NPC, what can you tell me about the adventure? NPC answers, bugger all. But it's worse.
Okay.
Excuse me, NPC, what can you tell me about the local side quest? Answer, bugger all.
Right. Okay.
Nobody apparently knows anything. It's now night time. I'm failing a level 1 side mission with my level 7 character.
Okay. Right.
I'm starting to get a little confused and wound up. Okay. Well, it's been happening recently. This is a recent occurrence. We'll stake out the place and see if we can see someone. Maybe that's the idea. That's how we're supposed to find out.
Okay, right,
we'll see the culprit or culprits.
You've got the skills. You can find someone.
With the rogue in the party sets us up in a little location where we can see anyone coming or going, and we can see the wheel. It's obviously been locked down, so it's not moving. So an ample opportunity for someone to break or damage or whatever. Maybe with an axe or hammers or whatever they're doing. And so we spend the night in the cold watching a wheel that doesn't turn. Nothing happens.
Right.
No one goes near it. There's nothing. There's maybe a distant bark of a dog.
Right.
The wind. The lap of the water on the river.
Oh yeah. Just the quiet background noises.
Yeah.
The atmosphere.
Yeah. Maybe a lone, bird flapping overhead.
Yeah.
But actual adventuring, none.
Zero.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
Zero.
Okay.
Not a sausage.
Not a thing.
So we go to the mill owner and say, look, we can't stay here. We've got a job to do.
Yeah, there's all these attacks going on.
These attacks going on, what you've never heard of.
But they're coming.
Oh, says the mill owner. Well, I guess you'll just have to be on your way then. Right, bye. Thanks for checking it out, though.
That's great.
So we have failed. I'm confused about what I was supposed to do. Failed in what would be a first level mission.
Yeah.
A quick night single, mission.
Find
you might play in one evening. Yeah. So on the road we go. With no success. And we're pretty tired, so we end up pitching camp early, get a night's sleep. We continue the next day. We're told that we're maybe a day away from another location.
Okay.
Maybe this is where we'll learn about what's been going on.
Maybe it's even been attacked, you don't know.
We see a cart, a damaged cart.
Oh.
There's one or two people around it. One of them's injured. A young woman on the back who's got like a dagger drawn.
Right.
An old soldier of some kind in mismatched bits of old armour.
Right.
He's holding his leg and he's got a sword drawn. That's the person running the cart has also got a weapon, some kind of cudgel, and they've been attacked.
Okay. Right.
We rush in to find out what's going on.
It's promising.
Oh, we've driven them off. We've managed to drive them off. But they've attacked and damaged the cart.
Right.
Oh, who were they? What's going on? Could these be the people
Could be.
attacking the Hamlets? Could
yeah.
we get our first freaking
The
clue?
hint, the hint.
The first hint of what the hell I'm doing in the middle of nowhere. Oh, the girl says she thinks that the one that attacked the retired soldier,
Right.
who's acting as guard, was a fae.
Oh, okay.
It had the legs of
A satyr or
a
something?
satyr,
Right, okay.
legs and the little horns and stuff. So I say to the guy, "Oh, was it a satyr you fought? A satyr? No, I don't know nothing about no satyrs." Well, the girl says that it was a satyr that attacked you, but the others were in the undergrowth trying to fire slingshot and stuff like that. Oh no, I didn't see no satyr. Well, what did the person that got your leg look like? Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? He got attacked by him.
It was all too fast. I couldn't really tell. Well, the girl said it looked like a definite satyr. Oh, I don't know what she's talking about.
So his NPCs are now just not correct.
All right. Well, we'll look around because satyrs have hooved feet to see if there's hooved
there's
tracks.
no tracks, yeah.
No, there's no tracks.
Oh.
The satyr obviously has some skills if it's a satyr. Or maybe the person has some skills who isn't a satyr. There's
Hide
no
the
tracks.
Okay.
So we can't follow any tracks of the attackers. They have appeared and disappeared.
Wow.
Okay, well, we'll help you fix the damaged wheel. And if you'll give us a lift to the next hamlet. Yeah, sure, cool, wonderful. Okay. We fix the thing and we get in on the back and off it starts to trundle. We also bandage up the fella's leg.
Yeah. So you help.
Bit of healing
help these
skill
two out,
on my
yeah.
character.
Okay.
Sort out his leg, make sure it's not going to go worse.
You're getting to use your cleric abilities.
I'm getting to use some skills.
Well, there you go.
You know. The others have just got some bruising and so forth.
Okay.
They're not too bad. They'll sort themselves when they get to the hamlet they're going to. I ask, oh, what are you transporting then? It's all bundled up.
Yeah.
That they're so interested in. But the guy, the wagon.
The wagon driver. Or whatever.
Driver, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just move stuff. Oh, that's a bit weird. Especially in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I assumed maybe it was food or something else, but no, it's not food.
Okay.
Oh, have you just come from that hamlet we were in yesterday? No, we come from somewhere else. Oh, okay, somewhere else. I've heard of that place, but I've never been there. We travel along with them.
Okay.
I continue to question about satyr, not satyr.
Right.
With both NPCs telling me the other NPC is a fucking idiot.
Or a liar.
But they're sat in the back of the same small...
So they're not like...
They're like next to each other virtually, but neither of them is communicating. They're communicate through...
Through you,
Through,
basically.
yeah. It's that game where there's like little whispers, and then by the time it gets to the other person, it's changed.
Right, yeah.
Whole thing's a waste of time. We arrive at this other hamlet. Oh, the goods go to the inn. There's a proper inn here. This hamlet's on a bit of a thoroughfare that goes to a few other places, not just along the river.
Right.
So we can get rooms here as well. And the goods are going to the inn. Oh, so it's goods for the inn. Why can they just
Why
say
can
that?
you say that, yeah.
But I still think there's something a little suspicious. We go to the inn. We get some rooms. And the innkeeper. This is a centre of a little bit of commerce and so forth. This is going to be the place we get some info.
There's definitely going to be news, right?
I'm still a little concerned about the attack.
Okay.
Is that a clue? Are the attackers related to Fae? Are there Fae operating amongst them?
Okay.
So I speak to the innkeeper. Hey, that goods you just had a delivery of? Yeah, they got attacked. Oh, right, yeah. Well, they're all right now, aren't they? Yeah. It looks like they've driven off the guys or women or Fae.
Or whatever they were.
Has there been any trouble with Fae in the area? Oh, I ain't heard nothing about no Fae around here for donkey's years. Oh, okay, maybe it wasn't Fae and the girl's just a nutter. Like the old man said.
Okay, yeah.
What were the goods? It's best not you ask no questions about that, elf. What?
Wait, so he's like immediately switches to racist.
He just immediately switches to slightly racist undertones and basically telling me to go F myself.
Okay.
So,
okay.
well, someone attacked your goods, so maybe it's the goods that what are the goods? That's none of your mind.
Okay.
Ain't none of your mind.
Man, Barleyman Butler got mean.
Yeah. That's something to do with you.
Right.
Who are you anyway? Well, sellswords hired to look into the matter of the hamlets that have been attacked. I don't know nothing about no tacked hamlets. I just watch my business here, and I don't go minding no one else's but my own. Oh, I thought it'd be big news. Like hamlets on fire and raiders. What if this place was next? Oh, we've got guards. We're not one of those little hamlets. We're almost a village. No one's going to attack us. Except for someone attacked your goods on the road.
Yeah.
I think some of those goods may have been illegal. Maybe there's some fencing or something going on around here. Aren't you interested in who attacked your goods? We're sellswords after all. Will you bid of gold? We might be able to sort the situation out for you. I don't need no help from no sellswords or would-be adventurers. I don't need none of that. You want a room? I'll give you rooms. You want some food or drink? You get that. But you get nothing else from me.
Okay, so basically, Not Simon's Friend runs him as the least helpful inn owner.
Well, everyone so far has been about as helpful as
But, I mean, like, he's
a cabbage to the face.
Aggressive.
Aggressively unhelpful.
Yeah, aggressively unhelpful. Yeah.
He's a mean and
he's a wrong un.
Yeah. So okay, we pay a couple of silver for some rooms and food.
Right.
Maybe in the evening. We'll try again, talk to the locals.
Try and get some information.
Get some information. Also, is this attack connected to the attacks?
The wider events.
The wider events. Okay. The locals arrive in the evening. There's some local kind of merchants, more like kind of travelling salesmen that come through. This is brilliant.
The most likely
These people move around. Yeah. We're going to get some info finally. This is it, boys and girls. This is the moment.
This seems like
This is it. We're going to learn something.
Pivotal.
So we throw around some silver and gold to buy drinks for people.
Right, yeah.
You know, loosen them up a little.
Right.
Get them a bit more talkative.
Okay.
Start asking some questions. You know, the bard in the party does a little bit of entertaining to get people more in a kind of chatty, friendly mood.
Yeah.
To you know, grease the wheels. Oil the wheels of getting them to talk.
Yeah.
Get some info out of them. Nothing! We don't learn anything! No one knows about attacks on the roads. No one knows about Fey or not Fey. No one knows about burnt down places. No one knows about no one knows anything. I'm surprised they know their own names. Or how to tie shoelaces. Nobody knows anything about anything. And I'm starting to wonder whether I am going mad.
So just to recap, you are hired because there are attacks along this river.
Someone is a large enough group to attack and ransack and burn down small hamlets. At least two.
And it's become such a problem that authorities in the city have hired you as a group of adventurers to go and put an end to it and find out who was behind it all. And no one in the local area, for a couple of days' travel, has heard anything, seen anything, or know anything about
anything. Apparently, even the things they've been involved in, they know nothing about.
Right. So what happens here now? Is it a case that do you then suspect that the person who hired you has lied?
And I've been sent on a wild goose chase?
Yeah. Or is it just that the GM is
mental?
I
strongly look towards getting the next riverboat back to the city and calling it quits.
Okay.
I tell the GM this. The GM seems to get a little flustered.
Oh.
The GM gets flustered.
The GM gets that's a good sign in a tabletop game, right?
Not as flustered as me because I've gotten nowhere fast.
Because he's only in control of the whole world.
Yeah, and he's now flustered.
Right. Okay. So
he then throws in one of the locals telling me that they believe this location is used to move stolen goods from the city.
Oh, as you earlier mentioned.
As I earlier suspected, or I thought that could be a reason, which makes me wonder whether he's just grabbed onto one of the suggestions I made.
Yeah, to a thing you threw out there, okay.
So, I have another go at the tavern keeper, saying, I know that you're involved in moving stolen goods.
Yeah. Moody merch, yeah.
Moody merch. I don't care. I'm just a sellsword. I'm not the local guard. I'm not hired by the magistrate or anything like that to bring these goods back. Not my concern. I just want some information. Thought you might have been concerned about the attacks on the road that may have stolen the goods you're moving.
Yeah.
But apparently you don't care about that.
No. Apparently not.
All right. Yeah. There have been one or two attacks. On the hamlets? No, I don't know nothing about no hamlets. On some of our goods.
Oh, God's sake. Okay.
Oh. And are Fae involved? No, I don't think so. Rival gangs.
Rival gangs.
What the fuck is the girl talking about the Fae thing? Maybe she is a loon. Maybe she is a mentalist.
Yes.
And that I just didn't click. They both seem to be telling the truth when I used things like sense motive, which is one of the skills to kind of ascertain whether someone's kind of playing you.
Lying.
They both seem to be telling the truth.
Okay.
But if she's a mentalist, maybe in her mind, oh yeah, it's so fairy.
That's true. Yeah.
Dragon.
If she did believe that would be truthful.
Then it would be truthful. So okay, but he doesn't want to hire us to deal with the rival gang.
Yeah. Okay. With the
I thought this might be another side mission. It's not a side mission. However, he tells us there's a merchant who comes through every couple of days. He probably knows something about these attacks that he's never heard of. He's due through in a day or two.
Right, okay.
Hang around, wait for him. He should be able to tell you something.
Okay.
Okay, so randomly I'm now being told there is someone who can tell us, but we have to sit around
for 2 days.
For 2 days in this place, bored out of our tiny little minds.
Okay.
So we do that. We sit around for 2 days, bored out of our tiny little minds. He's making some money on it. Eventually,
that's true, yeah.
This merchant arrives, this tinker.
Right.
Ar-ta-tee-ta-tum-ta-tee-ta-tar. Oh, it's about these attacks you're a bit asking. Yeah, these attacks that have been going on. Now, I hear that some local creatures from the swamp to the south are involved. What they're after, I don't know.
Swamp monsters, okay.
They're frog folk, bullywugs, or whatever you might wish to call them. They were involved, but I have heard they were much better organised than such creatures usually are. Ta-tee-ta-tar.
Ta-tum, okay.
That's where you want to be looking. Towards the swamp. That's where they be.
Right, okay.
Give me 10 gold, and I can give you an area where local hunters in the swamp have seen signs of them. Okay, there's 10 gold. Here, look on this map what I have. my accent's going everywhere. Ar-ta-tee-ta-tar.
Ta-tum,
Tee-ta-tar, ta-tum.
Look at this fucking
This
map.
here is the place where they have been spotted.
Who are the speed, please?
You're making me laugh now. So they say. Ta-tee-ta-tar.
Ta-tum.
T-tum. Go there and find your adventure.
Go punch a frog in the face, right?
You found your adventure.
You find adventure in the South Swamp.
We now have to take a riverboat to a different area.
Oh, good.
Not where we are.
Okay.
We're going to the swamps.
Okay.
To the south. Mm-hmm. So, I've still never seen a single burnt down hamlet. I've not seen the site to investigate to see if there was any signs of who attacked or
that's a good point.
bodies or anything
No.
see if they were after something or they dragged off people
Captives,
or cattle or
yeah.
anything. I have no idea. So a local says that they hunt in the swamps. They can take us down near to the area.
Right, okay.
They've heard of some creatures around there, and so they don't go too far into that area. Oh, well, this sounds like the place.
Okay.
We're finally going to deal with the matter. Off we go. Finally going to do something. We get into the swamps, and off we travel through the swamps. There's all kinds of horrible insects and smells, and it's misty.
It's
and
horrible, yeah.
We're having trouble finding our way, tracking through the area as best we can, and we come across some kind of
Right, okay.
in the swamp. So
Sorry.
So, invisibility spell. Gonna check out the cave.
Okay.
There are some of these creatures in there.
Alright.
This finally. This is it.
The adventure. You found it.
I found adventure. Okay, the party gets together. You know, couple of buff spells. We charge.
Right.
Charge in. We're not going to be subtle. We're just going to get in there. We have a fight with about 10 of these little beggars.
Right. Okay.
They're throwing like spears and stuff. 1 or 2 have got bows,
Right.
and then the rest are coming in with like cudgels and stuff like that.
Pretty primitive
Basic
weapon,
primitive weapons. They've got bits of leathers and other stuff. They use barks and stuff as armour. So they're pretty basic. But there's about 10, 12 of them.
Yeah.
My party of 5, so there's 2 versus everyone kind of thing. We mash our way through them. We find some goods. They're in a bit of a state.
Right.
Because this area's wet and damp.
Yeah.
There's some stuff there that they seem to have piled up. We don't see any sign that these guys seem to be organised, as we've been told by the tinker. Right. So we're like, oh, okay, well, here's the goods. We can't move the goods, though. They're too big and heavy, and we haven't got any kind of transport. So the best we can do is try to figure out where we are.
Right.
For some nearby authorities. Now, we've been told that a little bit further along the river is a proper kind of settlement with like basic wooden palisade round it and so forth.
Okay.
This is probably going to be the place to go to. So we track our way back to the boatman, tell him what we've dealt with. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll give you some money if you can get us all the way up there. Oh, it's a bit of a haul. Okay, well, here's 20 gold. Oh, that's more than I make in 2 weeks. Okay, go on then. So he rows us up the river to this place. He'll have to spend the night there because it's a long trek.
Okay.
I help out with doing some of the rowing because obviously it's quite a trek.
Okay.
But we get there, thank him. We find that there's like a local guard for the area. And I'm thinking, isn't this where we should have been dropped off in the first place?
Yeah, 'cause
if this is like a kind of small hub halfway along the river to this town at the other end that does all logging and other resources that get shipped to the city.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a local magistrate and other stuff, and there's a guard officers. So we speak to them. Oh, that's where right, they're the ones behind it. Wow. Okay, we didn't know it was like these local creatures had risen up. They can sometimes be troublesome to anyone who goes into the swamps, as there's hunters and others. There's lots of resources in the swamps. But it's a dangerous place. Okay, well, all right. Well, if the boatman knows the area, we'll hire him,
right.
a couple of men and a raft, and we'll head down and start getting the gear back. Though who we'll hand it to, we don't know. Because the hamlets...
What, with them all being dead?
Almost everyone was killed.
Yeah.
Oh, almost everyone was killed. Yeah, there's a few survivors. Oh! Did they see anything about the attackers? It was at night. They didn't see a thing. Oh, for God's sake, I don't know why I bother. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. There's an inn here. We go to the inn. We get some food and I think, well, we've done it.
That's it, yeah.
It's all over. We'll get a boat in the morning.
Yeah.
We'll get the F out of Dodge. Go back to town.
A dozen frog people.
And we're getting paid 1,000 gold pieces for this disaster. During the night, we're attacked in the inn.
Oh, okay.
A spellcaster, a human with a disfigured side of his face, attacks us. He's using spells and he used a spell to unlock the door. He silently moves in. He attacks with lightning bolt.
Okay.
And other things. And we have a fight, and I'm having to scream for help from the other adventurers as he's trying to kill me. I managed to survive long enough that two of the other members of the party come in. We finally defeat him and subdue him.
Right.
Call the town guard. There's people in panic in the inn. The guard arrives. They drag the guy off. We heal up. Next morning we go down to question him in the cells.
Yeah.
Who are you? Why'd you attack us? What's going on? Have you got any idea what's happening around here?
What the fuck is happening?
I am evil. And I am the one that was controlling the swamp creature peoples. And I was after a lost item.
Ooh.
A lost item? Oh, is this about to go somewhere?
Is this more of the adventure?
Is this more adventure? A lost item. It was a map to lost treasure. Lost treasure?
Ah.
Oh, maybe there's actually going to be something. Finally.
Some loot.
What was the... It was a painting. A painting. But hidden amongst it is a secret message to those who know what they're looking for.
Okay.
Did you? Why were you attacking the hamlets? Somewhere in one of those hamlets was the lost painting. I didn't know which, and I didn't want to risk anyone finding out. So I made friends with the creatures, told them that with my magics I could help them attack the accursed humans who've taken access to the river from them,
right.
Moved in and made their lives more difficult, and travelling on in their territory, and hunting the game and other wild creatures.
Yeah.
Okay, right. What about the painting? I found it. I've got it.
Oh.
Okay. Out of his belongings, we find what's called a bag of holding, a magic item that looks like an ordinary bag, but it can hold 10 times more, like a little mini TARDIS.
Like a dimensional pocket. Yeah.
Yeah. And we take out of there this painting. It's all rolled up. It's not in a,
Not in a frame. Yeah.
not in a frame. This is what he's been after. This is the reason for the attacks. He was the one organising them. He was
all 12 of them.
He was away trying to get some info here in this kind of village about, the map that's hidden amongst it. Learned the rumours going around that these creatures had been defeated and these goods had been found, and thought, bugger it, I'll attack the adventurers. I don't know why, because, he's got the map. That was all he was interested in. Why is he looking to get revenge? Why put himself in danger attacking us?
That's a good point. Yeah, actually, that is a very good point.
Yeah, he had no idea.
He got his end goal. His end
he
game
just
was the
needs
map,
just to stay quiet, check out the map, maybe go somewhere else where there's more people who can look it over.
Nobody had seen the attackers. Nobody knew who was doing what.
And no one knew he was involved.
He literally could have just walked past you. You would never know.
Yeah, he's just been sitting in this village for like 4 or 5 days, trying to gather information about the secret in the map.
Yeah.
But he attacked us anyway. I guess because...
That makes no sense.
Reasons.
Okay.
So, job's done. He's the real culprit. We're given a letter from the magistrate. This man is going to be hung for his crimes.
Right, okay.
Against those people what we never met. In those hamlets what we never saw.
Yeah.
Terrible events that no one knows nothing about.
Yeah, the surrounding area.
We get on a riverboat and we travel back to the city. We deliver the letter. Oh, you have a painting with you as well. Yes, we've got it here. Well, you better hand it over. That could be dangerous. Let's have a look at it. Okay, we open it up. Apparently, we've not been described what it is prior to this moment. Apparently, we didn't look at it or couldn't look at it. Or chose not to look at it. Or maybe we just weren't that inquisitive, like everyone in the area.
It had a knock-on effect on you as the party.
It's a mountain range, and upon a portion of the mountain range, there is the skeletal remains of a dragon.
Oh, okay.
And maybe it's lying on its treasure.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Right.
And where within this there is a hidden message. Oh, can we do some kind of skill check? He was asking people. No. We'll have to look into it. But once we've solved the riddle, we might want to hire you to go and find this treasure. Because it's possible others will be after it, and we can't have more of these raids and attacks over this lost treasure.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that sounds great. We might be on
More adventure.
The map was never mentioned again.
Oh.
And that's the end of the adventure.
Oh, that was it. That was
the whole thing.
So the actual adventure was you walked around the swamp and beat up and killed 12 frog people.
Yeah, they were level 2. The party's level 7.
Yeah, so you vastly outskilled and outpowered.
Vastly outskilled them and
outcounted them. And then you
gained very little XP.
Then you encountered a wizard who was very stupid.
Who attacked us when he didn't need to.
He didn't need to obtain an item.
He already had.
And then when you got the item, it went nowhere.
It was never ever mentioned again.
Oh, right. Well, that's...
Well, I think that was a real waste of 40 minutes of people's time. Yeah. Anyone who dared to listen to this rambling, incoherent
to think
shit.
Your pain and misery there has been condensed into currently 38 minutes and 52 seconds, whereas you had to endure it for several hours.
Days.
Several days
yeah.
of misery and pain.
And and doing very little of anything.
Yeah. Right, well, thank you for sharing in
sure.
the first of Bros Bad Gaming.
Yeah, so glad I got to relive that.
Some people like to say that it's like a therapy to be able to share these kind of
events. You're just dredging up bad memories.
Oh, right, well, I would like to dredge up more bad memories.
Oh, good.
In the future for more of Bros Bad Gaming.
Oh,
and I hope everyone in the comments, if you enjoy it, please let us know below. If you want to hear more of Bros Bad Gaming, you're going to regardless, so I hope you enjoyed it.
Just tell him you don't want to hear anymore and I don't have to do it again.
No. We all want the bro to suffer, so that's what's going to happen with
RTT to
RTT to Tom Muar. And we'll see you next time for more Boris Bad Gaming. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye bye, boys and girls. Bye bye.
We'll see you next time. Bye.